Hello everyone, my name is Anna. I'm an English teacher, and today I'm going to share with you useful information if you want to improve your student speaking in virtual classes. So let's start. And the name of this video is The Power of Play, My Journey Teaching English in Virtual World. So it is basically my experience. So as a virtual one-on-one English teacher, I have found that the greatest spirit in language acquisition is not grammar, but the emotional resistance. And in this case that we are in a one-on-one class, some students could feel really nervous because they are alone. They are with a teacher. And we, as an English teacher, we have to work on it to fix it, okay? So in this case, if your student, feel uncomfortable, feel nervous, you have to try to low this high anxiety level, because if you don't do that, it is going to be bad for your student because they can really learn when they are so nervous or when they don't feel comfortable. So that's why I want to share with you how can you fix it. And it is basically using gamification and digital immersion. So the gamification and digital immersion, they act as a cognitive shield against the foreign language speaking anxiety. How is this possible? Well, by integrating game-based mechanics into our session, we transform the virtual classroom into a laboratory where the focus shifts from the fear of error to the joy of the mission. So that's really good because the student can feel more comfortable and they don't really think about the fear of an error, just the joy of the mission. And what is the mission? Well, that they have to do a specific activity to learn the language. Talking about theoretical framework, we have three, okay? So let's start with the first one. Gaussian effective filter hypothesis. It suggests that high anxiety prevents input from reaching the language acquisition device. What does it mean? Well, in a one-on-one English class, it is you, the professor, the teacher, and the student. So if your student doesn't feel comfortable with you, it is possible that he or she is going to think during all the class that he doesn't want to make a mistake. I don't want to make a mistake. Here's when you can use the gamification. And it bridges a relevant gap but fostering engagement through goal-oriented challenges. So in this case, we use games to fix the situation. It is not just a game. It is a specific activity that you are preparing for a goal. It is an activity that has a specific purpose and it is useful to improve a specific skill, maybe writing, maybe reading, speaking, listening, or critical thinking. The last one, it is the task-based language teaching, also known as a TBLT. It allows the students to prioritize communication and meaning making over the pressure of perfection. Now, let's talk about some cases that I had. Let's start with the students, with the adult student, because I want to mention a specific case that I had. And it was with a girl. She is 17 years old. And it was basically a role-playing simulation of a restaurant. We use wool and wheel structures to handle orders, but with a twist. We constantly swap roles between writers and customers so she can get all the picture. And among young learners, we use digital spelling bee, where words will fall and vanish, turning the lesson into a race against the clock. Spelling bee, is useful for kids. I really enjoy that. Some of them could be shy, so you can try to use spelling but in a different way. Now, the critical proposal and conclusion that I have to this experience. Well, my proposal is to shift our assessment paradigm toward immersive performance. I consider we should evaluate learners based on their ability to solve linguistic problems within simulated digital situations rather than the traditional oral testing. That's my opinion, that's my personal opinion, okay? Finally, I just want to say that technology does not replace teaching. It is just a tool to improve it. So if you want to be an online English teacher and you want to be part of this virtual world, you are welcome, and I hope that you enjoy as much as I do every day. So that's all. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.